Here on the channel, I've been getting a lot of comments. What's going to happen with the Bitcoin halving? Okay, everybody wants to know, how's the market going to react? What's this crypto? What's crypto A? What's crypto B? What's crypto C going to do after Bitcoin splits? Okay, I want to get into some of the recent historical trends where we look at previous halvings and talk about how this halving we might see things shape out a little differently. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's talk about it. As always, guys, we talk crypto every day here on the channel. Make sure you all subscribe down below. Smash that like button as well, and let's get down into it. Okay, so here's the history of the Bitcoin halvings, and please remember, nobody has a crystal ball when we talk crypto. This is not financial advice. Just going to share with you some of my opinions and the opinions of others. Always do your own research and homework with everything crypto and financial. Okay, but historically, Bitcoin halving, we all know it's inscribed within the mechanisms within Bitcoin. It's disinflationary, and this is something where it's come a year or two before a new all-time high. Okay, so we all know how it works. It pays block rewards to miners. It cuts it in half, reducing the number of new Bitcoin mined and theoretically making Bitcoin more scarce. Improving that scarcity, it's all supply and demand, right? We reduce the token supply and boom, that's how you have instant scarcity, and that will essentially, in theory, drive up the price of said asset, okay? So what we see now is the latest halving to come. The block reward for miners will fall from 6.25 Bitcoin to 3.125 Bitcoin. Now, what we've seen with the last three previous Bitcoin halvings, we've had runs up to all-time high, which then gave way to a price drawdown, okay, until the next halving helped ignite another rally. Now, that's something where we're seeing right here. It's very similar, okay? That's where we said Bitcoin hit an all-time high in the immediate run-up to the halving. It went top 70K. And now we're kind of seeing a little bit of a correction. So back on November 28th in 2012, where 50 Bitcoin went down to 25 Bitcoin, this is where we saw the first halving. And what we've seen is, okay, it was trading around $12 leading up to that halving, jumping up to $229 by April 2013, and then climbed to roughly $1,132 that following November. So that's how you can see how it gets that push in that time period following immediately the halving. All right, so that's kind of what we've seen in more so, right? We had the incident within the collapse of the Japan-based exchange Mt. Gox, where Bitcoin's price would then fall in the hundreds of dollar range for the next 3 years and drop off, okay? The next one in 2016, we went from 25 Bitcoin to 12.5 Bitcoin. That's when crypto really started to pick up, right? A lot of new cryptos were born. Ethereum had a hard fork in the wake of that DAO attack. So looking back in the all-time histories in the history book within crypto, it's fun looking back at some of those timely events, right? But that's something where we've seen, a lot of people were disappointed, but the same thing kind of happened. Bitcoin hit a new all-time high, roughly $19,188, and then a market event came a year and a half after the halving went down. Okay, so another similar one, 2020. This is where Bitcoin was over a decade old and a well-known commodity, and that's essentially what has happened as well. Bitcoin went up from 8,500 to over 40K in January 2021, topping out at 63,000 in April, and then that's what we've seen back in November 2021, where we did hit that recent Bitcoin high before the year 2024 went down. So here we go. It seems like it's a fool's errand, as they put it here in this article, questioning what would happen with the next Bitcoin halving if we would see a price run at this price point. But the circumstances are noticeably different according to this article. Okay, so this is something where we've seen the battle between the SEC and spot ETFs resolving. Bitcoin has hit all-time highs at 73,000 and above, and it's uncharted territory for halvings, right? This is where we've seen in prior halvings, the big takeaway piece of this all is the fact with all three prior halvings to this date that we're looking up to in 2024, Bitcoin's price was far behind and far below its prior all-time high. Here we are in 2024, and now Bitcoin is at that peak. So this is going to be different. We're not going to get the fourth in a row following that historical trend. So I wanted to point out that little factoid just so you guys are all aware that the differences between the three prior halvings and now is essentially that in 2024, Bitcoin is or at around all-time highs. very much different than what we've seen in the prior halvings, where we had that run up post halving for that 16 months or so leading after that bull cycle after the Bitcoin halving. So I wanted to give you guys these facts. I hope you guys are all doing well. Make sure you subscribe down below on your way out. Also, check out the links down below in the description if you guys want to get onboarded with a couple exchanges that we're partnered with, my trading indicator as well. Make sure you guys all check out the links if they're available to you in your area. That's where we have XT Algo, promo code for that, Margex if you guys trade on leverage, as well as BidFi, a more spot exchange for your liking. If you guys want to get involved with any of those sponsored links, I appreciate it. Links down below. And I thank you all. Let me know your comments. What do you guys foresee happening with the Bitcoin halving? Do you see the historical trends continuing, or do you think this one's going to be a little different in 2024? Interested, as always, to hear your guys' thoughts and feedback. Appreciate you all being part of the team here at the Crypto Mark, and we'll see you all in the next video. Cheers.